Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to WAFO TV. This is the platform where we teach elementary mathematics and, of course, support the education of underprivileged learners in local communities. Last time, we talked about simple interest, how to calculate simple interest. And today, we are going to be calculating the rate. What is the rate? The rate is simply a percentage that you calculate your gain on the principal amount that you leave in a bank. This is our first example on the board on how to find rate, and it says find the rate at which $150,000 will yield $7,500 simple interest in 3 years. So what is that rate at which they have calculated the interest on 150,000 so that that interest is 7,500 within 3 years? What do you do? Usually we move from what we know to what we don't know, and what we know are the principal, we know the simple interest, and we know the time. So we identify that. Principal P is equal to $150,000. The simple interest SI is equal to $7,500, and the time given is 3 years. Therefore, rate will be equal to, what is the rule for calculating rate? It is 100 times simple interest, all this divided by the principal times the time. With this, we can substitute. 100 remains 100. You multiply that by the simple interest. Our simple interest here is 7,500. So we put here 7,500 and we divide all this by the principal. The principal amount is $150,000, and that is equally multiplied by the time, which is 3 years. So at this level, we simplify. We take away this zero with this zero with this zero with this, and this zero with this. We are left with 75, 15, and 3. 5 can divide 15 3 times. 5 can divide 75 15 times. 3 can divide itself 1 time. 3 can divide 15 5 times. You have 5 as the numerator. There's only 5 left up, and below we have 3. This can further be simplified to 1 2/3%. Remember, we are calculating for the rate, and rate is expressed as a percentage. So they calculated 1 2/3% of this amount to be able to have this as the interest within 3 years. Now, if this is not understood, as usual, we always do the second example for better understanding. Let's look at the second example. Example 2 says, at what rate will $500,000 gain $100,000 simple interest in 48 months? Usually we move from what we know to what we don't know. And what we know here is the principal, which is $500,000. We know the simple interest over there, which is $100,000. And the last thing we know is the time, which is given as 48 months. To simplify things or make things easier for us, we can change this number of months to years, which will be equal to 48 months will be 48 divided by 12, which will give us 4 years. So the time here, instead of 48 months, we can leave it to be a year. Now we calculate our rate will be equal to the rule, as usual, 100 times simple interest divided by principal times time. And we can substitute this to be equal to 100 stands times the simple interest. And simple interest here is $100,000. This divided by principal, which is $500,000, times the time, which is 4 years. In this case, we simplify. The zeros will cancel out. Then 5 can divide itself 1 time. 5 can divide 120 times. 4 can divide itself 1 time, and 4 can divide 25 times. So that our rate is equal to 5%. This is what we had for you today as far as rate is concerned. And if you followed step by step, you must have understood what you should do or what you can do as far as rate is concerned. See you next time when we are going to be talking about calculating the time. To get more information, you can contact the numbers on the screen or you can visit our website